Good morning. Jimmy Yen here, the acupuncture guy from Achieve Integrative Health. It's a happy Sunday morning. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure which day it is. Happy Sunday morning. It's still freaking hot here in Austin, Texas, but it's actually not as hot as it used to be. But still, it's still hot and humid. All right, so today we're talking about something that's a little controversial. Who wants a sexy ego? Yes, a sexy ego. Now, the ego is not something, what referring to ego is not necessarily what the average, perception of having an ego, because an ego is typically a negative thing. But I'm saying that it is a positive thing. And so a sexy ego makes it even more positive. And so what is a sexy ego? Well, you need a sexy ego before you actually get the roadmap, right? You see that map back there? You need a sexy ego before you need to get the roadmap. So what does a sexy ego do? A sexy ego helps you establish the purpose of your life. Why are you here? Why are you on this earth? Why are you existing? Why are you going to work every day? Why are you raising kids? Why are you helping people? What's the purpose of your life? That's the sexy ego. The sexy ego is, the difference is, in my definition, is the sexy ego, you have to think beyond yourself. Because we tend to be selfish and all we care about is ourselves. What's an acronym? What's in it for me? That's how people think, right? So that's not a sexy ego. We got to think about what's our purpose? What is our purpose on this earth? Why are we here? And so there's really just one purpose for everybody. It's to contribute. Is to contribute something to this society, to this world, to leave a legacy. It's some type of contribution, because we have to think outside of ourselves. We got to stop being so self-centered and so focused on ourselves, because it's not about ourselves. It's about how do we move society forward into a better direction. And in order to do that, so some people, it may be to coach a team, to raise, to teach kids to some discipline by, teaching by coaching baseball, basketball, or volleyball, or soccer, or whatever, or maybe it's being a teacher to guide students into being a productive member of society instead of a destructive member. Whatever that purpose is for you, you have to start thinking about, what can you contribute to society? That is our responsibility as a human being on this earth. And so before we can do that to help others, we first need to help, our family. And so within your family, what are you doing on a day to contribute to your family? Besides yelling at your kids, really, or yelling at your parents, or yelling at your siblings, what are you contributing to your family? And then even before you contribute to your family, you have to make sure that you're capable, right? And so this is not being about self-centered, but this is about self-care. Because if I see every day in my clinic and that, these people suffering, and when they're suffering, you can't help anybody, right? When I had the vertigo episode, I couldn't help anybody. I needed people to help me. I became a liability to my family. And so, you have to start focusing on your health. You don't wait till it's too late and you're on your deathbed and before you're like, oh crap, I should have did this, I should have done this, I should have syndrome. Okay, so now is the time. Take care. The vertigo episodes that I had forced me. Now I'm really fine-tuning my self-care and making sure I don't miss any part of my self-care. And so if you need that help, in your self-care, let's say you have a big sexy ego, you want to help a lot of people, but your health is preventing you from doing that, give us a call, 512-260-1710, achieveintegrativehealth.com. We can help you out. Chinese medicine is the emperor's medicine. It was discovered 3,000 years ago. And back then, I was talking with one of my team members, and we were talking about, the beauty and the the power of Chinese medicine. Chinese medicine wasn't used necessarily to treat diseases back then, back 3,000 years ago. Because back then, you know, when they had the emperor, they classified different ratings of a doctor, like a mediocre doctor to a superior doctor. And so back then, there was a saying that the mediocre doctor treats diseases and symptoms, okay? And so they treat when someone's already sick. That's a mediocre doctor. A superior doctor, and this is a doctor that is usually invited to treat the emperor, the superior doctor prevents the person from ever getting sick, right? And so that's a superior doctor. Superior doctor is keeping someone healthy. That's actually harder than to treat a disease, to treat a symptom. Okay. Now, I'm not saying your doctor is inferior. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying what they did back there 3,000 years ago. And so back there, the emperor wanted to live forever, right? The emperor actually wanted two things. He wanted to live forever, and he wanted to have 100 kids. Okay, so he needed to be very fertile. And so the superior doctor's job was to keep the emperor fertile, regardless of how old he was, and to keep him from getting sick, because he can't lead a country if he's sick. And so the superior doctor was focused on preventing people from getting sick. And so that's the power of Chinese medicine. That's what we do in our clinics today. So those of y'all who are patients in our clinics, you know, this is the reason why we promote self-care, we promote maintenance care, because yes, your symptoms are gone, and let's say your energy is back to normal, you're sleeping great, you have no pain, you have great focus, you have you know, you're able to do all the things that you want to do. And this is the reason why we ask you, do you want to stay there? Because life is not a straight line. Life goes ups and downs. And if you don't do things to prevent yourself from getting sick, you're going to get sick, okay? So that's the beauty of Chinese medicine. If you need that help, call us, 512-260-1710, achieveintegrativehealth.com. So I want you to comment below. So what does your sexy ego tell you? What did your sexy ego tell you that that what you need to be doing on this earth? What is your product? What is your production? What is your mission of being placed here on earth? Okay, comment below, like, share, post this post, and so that your friends and family can get involved. And let's see, you know, let's make our communities a better place. But let's start with ourselves and taking care of ourselves, then taking care of our families, and then we can start taking care of our community. All right, guys, have a great Sunday.